I think for a lot of artists, Gordon Matta-Clark is kind of the epitome of like art that happens out in the world, and opportunities for art to also be inside the museum. The cuts, especially the cuts that Matta-Clark did, for me, was an opportunity for the world to see these slices of New York that maybe would be unavailable to them normally. But it was also like enough of a seductive agent that the cuts made them want to see the big thing that was being demolished. And so this idea that Matta-Clark could act as a kind of witness to decay and transformation, or witness to renewal, is really exciting, and that he could use this relationship that he has to architecture in his art practice. I think was at the very beginning of a moment when art and architecture were actually starting to have a conversation with each other. So that's really exciting to me. One of the things, though, that is less talked about in Matta-Clark's practice has to do with the fact that he acquired these small lots, these random spaces in between buildings, and kind of collected them as these keepsakes. And I think part of the reason that resonates so importantly to me is because in Chicago, as a result of lots of forces, including urban renewal and kind of the wants and needs of a changing community, lots of buildings that were really beautiful and really important went away, and they went away very quickly. And this idea that there could be this kind of reappropriation of that space, and maybe even the activation of that space, but the way that it's documented, and the way that you can tell there was some real care for these leftover parts in between buildings. The part of me that's concerned with how cities grow and regrow, are reborn, makes me want to take those delicate sheets of documents and those opportunities to collect these spaces and rebuild, kind of really enlivens me and excites me. Tonight, the panel, I think, is really knowledgeable, and we all have so much interest in the way that big institutions can work with neighborhoods to do things that have impact in neighborhoods. And so, yeah, I'm excited to maybe talk about how art can be used as a vehicle for anchoring the idea that there are things happening in the world outside of the museum, and you should go see them.